Welcome back to yoga. Today we're going to be doing some upper body work. I'm actually using a strap. So if you have one at home, that's great. If not, you can use a towel or a belt or a jump rope or an old necktie. I use those with my students when I taught at Asheville Middle School. Anything that can stretch out enough but have a little give, just so that we'll be able to open up our chest and the backs of our shoulders. So we're going to put that on the side for now. We'll put that right here. Come into Virasana or warrior's pose. So that is your shins lined up. Thunderbolt is another name for it. Underneath your quads, knees pointing out, shins along the mat. Sitting up nice and tall. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Lift up from your pelvis. Reach towards the sky from the crown of your head. Lengthen your spine. And just begin to breathe here. So as you inhale, fill up all the lung space and create more space in between each of your ribs. And as you exhale, squeeze all that air all the way out. So inhale, nice big breath into your lungs. Exhale all of that air out. 2 more times like this. Inhale, nice big breath. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, nice big breath. Exhale here. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Clasp your fingers together. Flip your palms up to the sky. Feel a nice big stretch. Bring those ribs in tight towards your spine. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Create space between your earlobes and the tops of your shoulders. Inhale, nice big breath here. Exhale, tilt over to the right. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, tilt over to the left. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, release your hands down. Bring that right arm out in front of you. Make a stop sign for oncoming traffic. Flip your palm so fingers face the earth. Take hold of the fingers with your left hand and gently nudge them towards your torso. So feel that stretch all along the inside of your arm. Try not to hike up that right shoulder, yet feel that stretch. Make sure you're breathing. You're welcome to put a blanket under your shins or a pillow between your calves and your hamstrings. 1 more breath here. Exhale, release it, shake out those arms. Inhale that left arm up, stop oncoming traffic by flexing your wrist. Flip your palm so your fingers face the earth and gently take your right arm and bring your fingers back towards your torso. Once again, feeling the stretch on the inside of your arm. We'll be incorporating some push-ups today in our class, in our vinyasas. You're welcome to come down on your knees for them, or you're welcome to forego them entirely and just meet us in downward facing dog. Try not to hike up that left shoulder, so roll it back down. Make sure you're breathing here. Inhale, 1 more breath. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, arms come up shoulder height. Exhale, cross them in front of you and bring the backs of your palms together. Inhale, those elbows come up. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, drop them down. 2 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, drop. 1 more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale, open those arms up. Exhale, release them back behind you. You can take opposite elbows here. Or if you feel like you're open enough, you can reverse prayer your hands, bringing them together. Make sure you're breathing. Try not to thrust your chest all the way out. Opening up across your collarbones. Feel that space opening up. Try not to thrust your rib cage forward. Lengthen up through the spine. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, release them down. Walk your hands forward and slither out onto your belly. Extend your legs out behind you. Walk, keeping your right hand under your right shoulder. Walk your left hand out, shoulder height. Push the earth away, roll onto the side, opening it up. Yeah. You're gonna have to cut that because I just did it wrong. So take it from slithering onto your belly. I will start again in 3, 2, 1. Walk your right hand all the way out to the side. And with your left hand, push the earth away. Roll onto the right side body so you feel a stretch all along the front of the right shoulder. Stack your hips. Make sure you're breathing. This is a fun stretch. You definitely know what's happening. One more inhale here. As you exhale, roll back onto your belly. Slide that right hand under the right shoulder. Extend the left hand out, shoulder height. Push the earth away with the right hand. Roll onto your left side body. Stack those hips. Feel the stretch across your left shoulder. Make sure you're breathing here. And breathe into that space. Breathe into the shoulder. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, roll back onto your belly. Slide that left hand under your shoulder. Inhale, gently lift your heart, neck, and head. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, push the earth away. Extend your arms a bit more. Lift your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, lower yourself down. This time, press into the earth with the tops of your feet. Engage your kneecaps towards your hips. And as you push the earth away, lift those legs up from the mat, upward facing dog. Inhale here, pull that belly button in. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Tuck your toes under, pull that belly button all the way in. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, push the earth away in one long line. Lift those hips, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out the feet here. Press down into the earth with your pointer finger knuckle. See if you can spin the eyes of the elbows towards the front of the mat, engaging your upper back. 2 more breaths here. I'm just going to walk over to the side so that you have a better angle here. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale one more time, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your gaze towards the top of the mat. And as you exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands, coming into a standing forward fold. Allow your head to just drop here. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. On your next inhalation, slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, release them down. Take hold of your strap or necktie or belt. And maybe bring your hands to a small V. As you inhale, lift it all the way up. And see how far behind you can go. My muscles are shaking. Maybe yours are too. Exhale here. Inhale up overhead. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, belt comes up overhead. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale one more time, belt comes up overhead. Exhale, drop it down. So now our shoulders should be nicely warmed up. I'm going to move that belt over to the side. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold forward into yourself. Inhale, step your right foot back, low runner's lunge. Exhale, left foot meets right. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing of choice. Make sure there's a slight bend in your elbow if you're in up dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward between your thumbs, low lunge. Inhale, left foot meets right. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, arms come up overhead as you roll yourself up. Exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold forward into yourself. Inhale, step the left leg back, low runner's lunge. Exhale, step the right leg back to meet it. Lift your hips, down dog. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, roll over those toes, down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward between your thumbs, low runner's lunge. Inhale, step the right leg to meet the left. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, swan dive yourself all the way up. Exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold forward into yourself. Inhale, right leg comes back, low runner's lunge. Exhale, left leg back, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward between your thumbs. Spin the back foot down parallel to the back of the mat. Windmill your left arm up and around, warrior two. Open that right knee to the upper right hand corner of the mat. Arms nice and strong, fingers together like an arrow. Gaze out over the right middle finger. Root down into your feet to lift up from the pelvis. Flip that right palm to the sky. Tilt yourself back, reverse warrior. Keep that right knee bent. Inhale, lengthen that right leg. And as you exhale, reach that right arm all the way forward. And until you can't go any further, release it down to the inside of the shin. Open up that chest towards the sky as you extend the left arm up to the sky. Triangle pose. Pressing down into all four corners of that right foot. See if you can lengthen the underside of your body. Reach out from the crown of your head. Pull that belly button in. Spin the right chest up towards the sky. One more full breath here. Inhale, use that core. Come all the way up. Exhale, bend that right knee. Full breath here. Inhale, cartwheel those hands down to frame that front foot. Spin onto the ball of the left foot. Step your right foot back to the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Insert 3 push-ups here. 1, 2, 3. Lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath here. Inhale, left leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward between your thumbs. Low runner's lunge. Spin that right foot down parallel to the back of the mat. Spin that right arm up and around. Warrior 2. Reach out through strong fingers. Bend in that left knee. Open it up to the upper left-hand corner of the mat. Don't allow it to fall in. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Proud chest. Reach up through the crown of your head. Strong fingers. Strong arms. Flip that left palm to the sky. Tilt yourself all the way back. Reverse warrior. Inhale, lengthen that left leg. And as you exhale, hinge at the left hip as you reach forward with your left arm. When you can't reach any further, release it down to the inside of your shin. Open up to the right side. Extend that right arm up to the sky. One long line from fingertip to fingertip. It's the same warrior 2 arms. Press down on the inner arch of the left foot. Try not to let the weight roll onto the outside edge. Open up that chest. Find length in the bottom side body. Pull that belly button in to support the low back. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bend that left knee. Warrior 2. One full breath here. Inhale, cartwheel your hands down, frame that front left foot, spin onto the ball of the right. Exhale, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Roll yourself out, high plank. Insert 3 push-ups here. Maybe you need to come down onto your knees. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3. Come all the way down. Untuck your toes, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your gaze to the front of the mat. And as you exhale, step, jump, or walk to the front of the mat, standing forward fold. Hug your hamstrings as you grab outer opposite elbows. Tree hugger pose. Feel the space between the shoulder blades. Release your hands down. Slowly roll yourself up, one vertebra at a time. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, release your hands down. Coming to the top of the mat, big toes and heels can touch, or you can have 1 fist width distance between your feet. Inhale, arms back behind you, tight fingers, engage your triceps and your biceps. As you exhale, sit your booty all the way back. coming into chair pose with airplane arms. Shift your weight towards your heels, maybe pick up your toes to see that your weight is not shifting forward. Make sure you can see all 10 toes as you drop them down to the earth. And if your knees are blocking them, you gotta shift your booty back even further. Pull that belly button in, shine that heart forward. Shift your weight over to the right side and begin to cross the left leg over the right one. Inhale, arms come up and loop that right arm beneath the left, coming into eagle arms. You can wrap your toes around the back of your calf if that's in your practice. Inhale, lift your elbows up. See if you can find a spot that's not moving to maintain your balance. Lower those hips, but keep that spine lengthened. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, come all the way up. Release that pose. Exhale, fold forward into yourself. Hands come down to the earth and begin to bend your knees, bringing your booty down towards the earth. Elbows come to the inside of the knees. Knees rest on your triceps. Come up to the balls of your feet. Hands flat on the earth. Spread the fingers out so you have a wider foundation. Lift your gaze and your heart as you shift the weight forward, coming into crow pose. Maybe you lift one foot and then the other. Maybe you lift both. Lift that gaze in the heart, lengthen out through the spine. Bring those feet back down to the earth, lengthen your legs, standing forward fold. Inhale, roll yourself all the way up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, release your hands down. One big breath here. Inhale, arms come back behind you, airplane arms. Sharp fingers like an arrow's tip. Exhale, stick that booty out behind you, chair pose. Once again, lift those toes to make sure the weight goes into your heels, but make sure you can see all 10 as you drop them down. Pull that belly button in, lengthen up through the crown of the head, shine your heart brightly in front of you. Make sure you're breathing here. My triceps are shaking. They sure are. Make sure you're breathing. Shift your weight over to your left foot and this time wrap your right leg around the left, eagle legs. Bring that left arm across on top of the right. Bringing those palms together. If this is too much for you, you can do back-to-back palms. Lift those elbows all the way up. Find a spot that you can focus on that's not moving. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Reach up through the crown of your head. See if you can sink your hips down further. Try not to round your spine. Big breaths here. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release it. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold forward into yourself. Hands come down to the earth, spread those fingers. Begin to bend your knees, coming into that squat. You're welcome to stay in a squat. If not, you can once again shift your weight forward, bringing the fronts of your shins onto your triceps. Once again, lift one foot and the other. Lift that gaze, reach the heart forward. Maybe you can do both feet. Pull those heels up to your booty. Point those toes. Make sure you're breathing. Drop those feet down to the earth. Step your left foot back and your right foot high plank. You're welcome to throw in some push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Come all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Lift your gaze towards your hands. Inhale here, and as you exhale, lower onto your forearms. Try to squeeze those arms together energetically without having them move. Maybe walk your feet in just a bit, coming into dolphin pose. Maybe forearm balance is in your practice. If not, you're welcome to stay here. You're welcome to lift one leg at a time. Exhale, drop the right one. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, drop it down. Lift your gaze towards your hands and see if in one movement you can come back up onto your hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself all the way out, high plank. And as you exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes coming onto your belly. With your right hand, push the earth away and extend the left arm across your chest. Walk that right arm out in front of you and lower your chin towards the mat. Forehead could come to the mat or a pillow or a blanket. You should feel a nice stretch across the back of your left shoulder. Walk your right hand back to your shoulder. Push the earth away. Slide that left arm all the way back under the left shoulder. This time, push the earth away with the right hand, with the left hand, and walk the left hand across your chest. Sorry, the right hand across your chest, and extend the left arm out in front of you. Drop your forehead down to the mat. Nice big breaths here. Slide that left hand back towards your shoulder. Push the earth away with the left hand. Slide the right hand out from underneath. Push yourself all the way up and back. Sink your hips to your heels. Child's pose. Extend your arms out in front of you. And now gently reach for your heels with your arms, allowing them to relax. Feel the shoulders flop down towards the earth. Inhale, make your way all the way up. Exhale, shift your hips to one side. Swing your legs out in front of you, lengthened along the mat. Shift your weight from side to side so your flesh settles. Flex those feet. Inhale, arms come up overhead. As you exhale, hinge forward at the hips, crossing your wrist, right wrist over the left. Take hold of your toes or your ankles or your shins, but pull your shoulders back. So your fingers are pulling your feet back on the blade edge side, but you're opening up across the back of your shoulders. Breathing here. One more breath. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, cross left wrist over right. Hinge forward at your hips. Reach once again for the blade edge side of your foot. Lengthen the spine. And gently reach your feet towards your nose as you shift your torso back, creating space between your shoulder blades. It's like cat back right here. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down, fingers face forward. Point those toes, shift your torso back, and lift up. Lift those hips up off the earth. Exhale, lower it down. Scoot yourself forward on the mat. Lengthen those legs out, extend those arms out, and slowly lower yourself one vertebra at a time, all the way down to the mat. Bring those knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Lengthen your tailbone down to the bottom of the mat. And maybe rock from side to side. Coming back to center, tee your arms out and drop your knees over to the right. Head looks over the left shoulder. Slide that left hip down to the bottom of the mat. Try not to hike it up. Inhale, knees back up through center. Exhale, drop them over to the left, gaze over the right shoulder. Once again, melt that right hip down towards the bottom of the mat so your hip isn't hiked up. Inhale, your knees back up through center. Wrap those arms around your shins once again. Rock from side to side, massage your low back. Inhale, forehead up to knees. Scrunch yourself into a ball. And as you exhale, release it all down to the mat. Palms facing the sky, toes flop out to the corners. And allow yourself to settle into the earth for Shavasana. Trying to slow the breath down. Slowly start to bring movement back into your body as you wiggle your fingers and your toes. Inhale, arms come up overhead into a deep, good morning stretch. Feeling the length all the way from your fingertips out through your toes. Release that stretch. Roll over into either side, coming into a fetal position. Take a full breath here. On your next inhalation, use that top arm to help push the earth away as you make your way up to a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall, rooting down through your sits bones, reaching up through the crown of your head, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, slide your hands down, heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. We'll see you soon. Namaste.